All right. Good morning. Good morning to each and everyone. Good afternoon to our partners on the other side of the world. And good evening, of course, to our Asia partners joining us in this call. And as you know, Monday call is all about all the things that you can gain from having a fantastic week in your business, or may it be in your personal life. And this is what this call is all about. And I do hope that we can give you something that you can, bring and carry on as you go through the week. Okay. So for today, we're going to talk about, of course, a very important topic, which is, of course, our amazing promotion that is ongoing starting last Saturday up until the whole month of April. And that is something that we are always looking forward, the Build Assist promotion, especially for our 21st anniversary celebration. Imagine 21 years. Wow. This is truly something that we can be proud of. Of course, the years that we have grown and innovated, and of course, shared our business to a lot of people in different parts of the world. And of course, before we proceed with discussing our 21st anniversary promotion, let me just share with you a little bit of a mindset training, especially right now that, we have a lot of things going on in the world right now, right? So there are mixed emotions, particularly on what's happening in the world today. Some are feeling like they are fearful, they are anxious, but some are looking forward, of course, to the opportunity behind the crisis, amidst the crisis that we are experiencing today. And with that, let me just share with you why is it important, or why is it the best time? Why this is the best time for us to grow and expand our business amidst of what is happening in the world today. And let me share with you a little bit of information, and of course some things that can widen and broaden our perspective when it comes to all of these things that are happening. And right now there is a time where everything is getting more expensive, right? So you see the fuel. I just loaded a fuel today, and it was really, really surprising because it has actually not just doubled, but probably tripled the cost of the fuel these days. And I just went to an event last Friday in Bataan, where we did, of course, our tour, and it was an amazing tour. We had a lot of guests, a lot of people there, and at the same time, we had new partners, new customers, and one of the things that I realized is that it's very important for us, of course, to resume and do the activities that we do on a daily basis. Okay, now here's the thing. As mentioned earlier, we are living in a time where everything is getting more expensive. The food prices are rising, the fuel price are rising, the basic living expenses continue to increase, and all of these things. But for many people, income is not increasing at the same pace. Do you agree with me? Right? The prices of commodities, the prices of living expenses continues to rise, but the income for many people are at the same pace. Okay? And because of that, many people are feeling pressure. Many people are being anxious, uncertain of what's going to happen in the future. And sometimes we even feel fear, right? What's going to happen, right? And some are thinking maybe this is not the right time to start. Some people are thinking that. Maybe some people are thinking maybe I should just wait, or maybe I should just play it safe for the moment because you will never know what happened in the future. But today I want to offer you a different perspective, okay? A different mindset. What if this is actually the best time to grow our business? Not just our business, but our online business. Well, the prices of commodities, fuel continues to rise. We basically have an infrastructure that we can do right at the comfort of our own home. All right? Now, there are certain things that I want you to see, especially amidst this crisis. Number one, crisis creates demand. Okay? Crisis creates demand. Note it down. When times are easy, people stay comfortable, right? When times are doing well, people tend to get laid back a little bit, right? So people stay comfortable. And right now, but when times are difficult, people start looking for alternatives and solutions. And right now, more people are asking, okay? People are asking, how can I make an extra income? Rather than succumbing to all of these challenges, people are now looking for solutions. What can I do in order for me to increase my income, because we cannot control the expenses that are rising each and every single day, right? But the question right now, people are asking, how can I make extra money, right? How can I start a business? Is there a way that that you can improve your financial situation? And that shift of mindset, especially when things are getting difficult these days, that shift of mindset can create a massive demand for our products, for our business. And where there is demand, remember, there is always an opportunity. So if you really have a business like ours, an online business that you can do at the comfort of your own home, you do not want to go out because the prices of fuel continues to increase, then the great thing is we have an opportunity that is designed for us to expand our business while we are working it at our own home, right? So if you have an online business, you are not late. You are right on time, right? So another thing is that the online space is growing much faster, right? Faster than ever. Today people are spending more time online, okay? Learning online, buying online, and earning online. And basically we have the infrastructure for that, right? So what used to be optional is now becoming essential, all right? So the market is not shrinking, it is actually expanding. So the question is not, is there an opportunity? But the real question is, am I positioning myself to take advantage of it? And that's a question that we should ask, right? It's not that there is no opportunity, but rather, am I positioning myself to take advantage of what is going on right now, right? Because nowadays, people need solutions. They not just products, okay? They need opportunity. During difficult times, people don't stop spending, right? They become more intentional. They look for what? Better value, real solutions, additional income streams. And if your business provides products that improve lives or opportunities that create income, then you are at an advantage, right? All right? So that's the great thing. We actually have an opportunity that we can be able to help other people find solutions. We are in the business of solving problems, right? And in times like this, solutions are in high demand. And that's the reason why we should be more loud in sharing these opportunities, in sharing these solutions. And this is also the time, when leaders step up. Okay? In crisis, most people pull back. And I hope that's not us. Okay? We don't pull back, especially in the midst of crisis. Because again, these crises have no mercy. All right? So we should be in ourselves, we should also have no mercy in confronting and facing this setbacks that are happening right now. And but sad to say, many people, especially in times like this, they stop posting, they stop promoting, they stop believing. But you know what? The people who grow, okay, the people who grow are the ones who move forward while others hold back. Okay? Now, why is that? Because when others are silent, your voice becomes louder, right? And we've seen that during the pandemic times. A lot of companies have become silent because they don't have the infrastructure. They don't have the leadership, right? They don't have the means to expand their business while they are on a lockdown. And that's the reason why during the pandemic, 6 months after we have done all of the necessary things in order for us to expand the business to online, what happened was we grew by more than 300% after 6 months, right? And same thing right now, okay? Because when others are silent, your voice becomes louder. And when others stop, your consistency stands out. So this is the season where leaders are built, okay? Now, most importantly, your mindset shapes your results, okay? Your mindset shapes your result. Let's be real. The biggest obstacle right now is not the economy. It's not inflation. It's not the fuel rising up. It's not the prices of commodities rising up. the biggest obstacle right now is our mindset. Okay? If you believe like the market is getting weaker these days, then you act small. If you think like, people nowadays do not have money to buy our products, then what happens is you stop offering. When your mindset is, this is too hard right now, people are in a crisis, how would you expect them to buy things or to get started with a business? Then if that is your mindset, then you hesitate, right? But if you believe, here's the shift of the mindset, okay? If you believe that people are now looking for solutions and opportunities in order for them to combat the rising prices of goods and services, right? Then you will offer the opportunity, right? And if you believe that there is an opportunity, you will always have that mindset that there is always room to grow. Okay? And you can always say that I can succeed in any season, right? If you have that positive mindset. And when you have that kind of mindset, then guess what? Your actions change. And of course, with that action, your results will follow, right? So consistency is your advantage. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Show up every day, share your message, connect with the people, especially right now, probably they are in the mindset of fear, hesitation, doubt, and everything. Probably this is the best time to connect with your team and encourage them, inspire them that this is the best time to expand and grow your business. While others are remaining silent, we have the opportunity to get louder, to get bigger, right? So offer value. And that's exactly the reason why we have this amazing promotion, right? And that's what we're going to discuss today. Offer value, all right? And it's a great timing that we run this promotion because I remember also during the time of pandemic, we also carried out a promotion. We call it the pandemic relief promotion. And that's also the reason why our expanded blew up, okay? Our business blew up, okay? To more than 300% growth. Because with the opportunity side by side with the value that we offer, the pandemic relief promotion, I don't know if you remember that. For those of you who have been here long enough, okay? We extended the 50% off on all of our packages. All right? So we offer a build assist, offer a value, and then we follow up as well, right? So every post, every conversation, every action is like planting a seed, right? Planting a seed. And in a season like this, where people are actively searching, the seeds can grow faster. Okay? And lastly, before we proceed with our promotion, I just want you to have that perspective of faith. Okay? Because remember, all of the things that we are hoping for are based on our faith, right? In uncertain times, it's easy to focus on what's lacking, right? In uncertain times, it's easy to focus on the negative. But sometimes, what we see as a challenge is actually an opportunity in disguise. All right? It's an opportunity in disguise. This business that we have, this platform that we have, this ability to connect online, the solutions that we provide to our people wherein you can get started with your business immediately, get started with making money immediately. It may be the answer that people have been praying for, right? But of course, it requires action. So instead of saying, this is a difficult time, start saying, this is our defining time. I love it, right? Instead of saying, this is a difficult time, you start saying, this is our defining time. All right? Instead of asking, why is this happening? Where a lot of people are asking, and you should start asking, how can I grow through this? Right? And I believe that's the most important question that we can ask. How can I grow through this? Because the truth is, the best time to build our online business is not when everything is easy. It's when people are searching for change. And right now, people are searching. And the question is, will we show up? All right? So I do hope that this mindset will become your defining moment. Okay? Your defining moment. Okay? So let's keep on sharing this opportunity. And I believe that this is the best time for us to grow and expand our business. So I do hope that at the start of the week, we are, programming our mind already for greater things, instead of us, focusing on the negatives. Because remember, negative, if you have a negative mind, it produces a negative life, right? But if you have a positive mind, a hopeful and expecting mind, then you are, because positive things happens to positive people, right? Okay, so let's proceed. If anyone who wants to share for here, please do let me know. You can raise your hand, and of course, we can, of course, have those words of inspiration coming from our team as well. We'd love to have that in this call. Okay, so let's proceed with um our amazing promotion, our 21st anniversary celebration promotion, our Build Assist. Okay. And this is for the month of April. And again, our CEO with the heart of gold is generous enough to be able to give us these gifts, these promotions that can help us, especially to enhance the value that we offer to the people, right now. Especially they are feeling like they're in the midst of crisis. So this is a great way for them to get started at a very good price. Okay, a very good offer, a very good value. And first and foremost, we have this Smart Buy discount. Of course, we're celebrating our 21st anniversary. So our Smart Buy discount will be boosted up to 21%. All right. So instead of you enjoying the regular 10% Smart Buy discount, you will now enjoy what? Additional 21% on the partner price. And this is already showing up in your back office. I don't know if you have already seen it in your back office, but if you check your shopping site, okay, in the shop now, and if you take a look at the products, instead of you, if you are on Smart Buy, instead of you seeing the 10%, then you will now see the 21% price. All right? So isn't that amazing? So now you have more room in order for you to do a higher retail income, right? And of course, a lower offering to our partners, right? Of course, with our 21% off, it means that you have more savings for the product and you have more retail profit that you can generate from the product. Okay. Now, on top of that, okay, by the way, just a clarification, this is only for our Smart Buy. So this is the reason why you should always be on Smart Buy each and every single month. Because this particular promotion is only for those who are on Smart Buy, right? So, of course, we reward our people who are very loyal to us, especially we are celebrating our 21st year anniversary. So it means that, as a valued, loyal customer, being on Smart Buy each and every single month, on top of the other benefits that you can enjoy from doing your Smart Buy, we are now rewarding you with an additional, with your discount level boosted to 21% instead of just the 10%. Okay? Now, on top of that, another promotion that we are running right now is what we call, okay, so this means, so by the way, the promotion period is already running right now. This is only up until the end of April, okay, up until April 30th, 2026. So this means that you have now more value, more savings when it comes to our products, right? So just go to your shopping cart. This is the best time for you to, shop and shop, cost transition, and enjoy a higher discount when it comes to our products. Okay. Now, another side by side with our 21% discount on our Smart Buy is, of course, our another 2 for 1. All right. Another 21. The 2 for 1 power entry. Now, how this works is that, if you are working out, of course, people who are working out their business, so this is a great time that you can get them, okay, get them to get started immediately. And how this works, 2 for 1 power entry, is that if you launch, okay, at least an LA or an LAP, this means that you will be able to get what? 2 slots for your enrollment, right? So if you launch one LAP package, you'll get one LAP position for free. Okay? Same thing with the LAP. If you launch an LA Plus package, then you also get an additional LA Plus position for free. Okay? So just a clarification here that for the free package, meaning, so here's what's going to happen there. If you launch an LA, it means that you have a voucher. Okay? What will happen is you will have a voucher for you to enroll another LAP, free LAP. But since it's free, of course, it doesn't contain any products. It doesn't also have any shopping credits or gift cards. There is also no CV. This is also not eligible for wholesale profit, variance bonus, or other incentives. And the purpose of this is for your people, for some people who doesn't have enough money yet to get started, and they already wanted to do the business, then you can get them in already, okay, with this amazing package, okay? So there are actually two ways that you can approach this, okay? Number one is you bring in a partner at no cost. So it means that if you buy one package, you get another free package. Only there is no products, no shopping credits, or gift cards. Okay, so bring in a partner at no cost, and you can build your team instantly. And this will be applicable for, I have met a lot of people that they already want to get started with a business, but the problem is they don't have enough capital to get started. Okay, if you know someone who is already a network builder, especially those who are a network builder, they already have an organization. Okay, I know that there are already names running through your mind, people that you have met in the past who didn't join you because they don't have enough capital. Then this is the best time for you to contact them once again, to get in touch with them once again. How are things going for you, right? You know what? We have a special promotion that is ongoing right now as an assistance to those who want to get started with our business. We are offering you a free slot. Okay? So how this happens? When you launch an LA, you get a free LA. When you launch an LAP, you get a free LAP. So this time, you can now build your team instantly, and you can accelerate your income from day one by having these people already enrolled and getting in touch already with the people under her team, under his or her team. Okay? So that's one way to approach it. Now, another way to approach it is you can split the investment. So this is much like what happened in the past, wherein we had the pandemic relief promotion of 50% off, right? But this time, you can talk to two people and say what? We have a promotion right now, 50% off on our packages. Okay? Minimum enrollment of 2 LAs or 2 LAPs. Okay? So what happens there is if you have a $1,900 LAP, then you can split the cost. For the two people, you will be able to enroll one, okay? And you get the LAP package, okay? You get the LAP package, but if you have two people enrolling, then you can split the cost. Instead of paying the 1,900, you can they can pay 950 each for those two people, and you can just split the products, right? So that's a great thing, right? So you can split the investment. So this is also a concept wherein you can get and enjoy that package, okay, for only half the price. All right? So I remember we launched the LAP promotion, and it is $1,000, right? So this time it's 50% off, right? And you can split the products in that. So they can enter at a lower cost, and of course reduce the risk and increase the speed in building your team. The thing here is that people are now looking for ways and means in order for them to get started with a business, in order for them to increase their income, and this is a wonderful offer that you can share with them. Okay, so if we have any questions when it comes to these promotions, then please do let me know, because again, imagine getting an LAP for only half the price. All right, getting it at $950, and you get the 37%. You still get the whole benefit of the LAP, right? So the thing there is the wholesale profit will be received on the first LAP, right? You still get the wholesale profit on the first LAP, but on the free LAP, you don't have any products anymore there. You don't have the wholesale profit. And of course, by the way, it can be used for your rank advancement promotion. It can still be used for the rank advancement promotion, but without the bonuses and incentives. Okay? So I think we have a question here. And again, this is the best time for you to raise your questions. Yes. So Eric, what will happen here is you launch one account. Okay. You launch an LA. Okay. Let me get back to that screen. Okay. So if you launch an LAP, then you get a free LAP account. Okay. So how it works is you will also, the same thing with the voucher, you will also receive a voucher code. Okay. So when you enroll someone, let's say if you already launched a legitimate LAP with the products and everything, then you can assign another LAP to another person for free. Okay. But this time, no products, no CV, no shopping credits, and it will not, of course, give you a qualification for other bonuses and incentives. Okay, so that's how it works. So they also get the same benefit for the LAP, 37% discount, and of course, being entitled, of course, to the variance bonus if they become an LD1, so things like that. Okay, only that free account is zero in SEU. Yes, yes. Okay, that's right, Harry. Okay. So let me just, okay. So now what will happen here is if, let's say, you already have two people whom you are working on closing them, okay, and you can offer this to them. You know what? One LAP, you can split the cost, okay? So it means $1,900. Now you only pay $950. We split the products, but you get the full benefits of becoming an LAP. Meaning, of course, the benefits when it comes to positioning yourself as an LAP. Okay? Same is true with the LA. If you launch an LA, then you get a free position or free spot for another LA. Okay? So this is a great offering, especially right now. People, are saying like, you know what? I don't have enough money to get started with the business. I like your business, but you know what? What we can do is we can, it's a good thing that we are running this promotion right now. So for LA, it's 1,300. Now it becomes what? It becomes 650. All right. So if you split it into two, right? So for a price of $650, you can become an LA. For the price of $950, minimum of two launches, then you can only get it at $950. Wow. Okay. So I know a lot of people are, thinking about why don't we get these packages at a lower price? Well, this is the promotion that we're going right that we're doing right now, right? So a lot of people are asking for this. Why don't you get started with this Build Assist promotion? Okay. Any other questions when it comes to this? Oh, it seems like it is now very clear with all of you, right? So now, how do we promote this? We only have, of course, again, it's a great thing that it is only up until April 30 because whenever there is a promotion, it creates, and a timeline, it creates what? An urgency. Okay? An urgency. And you know what happened with our LAP voucher, right? It was crazy. You know, usually December is time for spending, not for doing business, but a lot of people availed of that voucher, right? So in order for us to sustain that momentum, we have another build assist that is going on right now. Okay. So if I were you, what I would also do is that, for instance, if you have $1,300, right? So you also compute the amount that each of the package will get, okay, and share with them how much profit that they can generate from each of those packages in your local markets, in your local prices, local currencies. Okay, I would encourage you to do that so that when you offer this package, okay, they would see the value of what they can get out of the 50% off on the packages. The only difference right now is that you need to have at least two people who will be joining you as an LA or an LAP in order for you to offer that 50% off. Okay? Or you can do the option one. The option one is you bring in a partner and apply that free slot to some people that you know who are actively doing the business but doesn't have the means to get started. Okay? So there is enough option for you to to work this promotion, right? Okay, so any other questions? Oh, see, I see a question here. So how launch of that free account under any account? Yes, okay, because you will be given a voucher, just like the LAP voucher that we did last December. So when you launch an LA, then you will receive a voucher, okay? And you can use that voucher to any of your incoming partner, okay? All right. I hope that answers your question, Herrick. Any other questions here? Okay. All right. So, team, again, take advantage of this amazing Build Assist promotion. And by the way, there might be some questions. I know for some of you, you have not really dissected this yet. And probably as you sponsored, and that's the time that there might be some other questions that might arise. But for the meantime, okay, let me just go through this because we just also revised since we still have more time here. Let me just open up another file here, okay, to discuss. Where is that? Okay, there you go. I'm just gonna open up another file here. Okay, so how can we make use of this promotion and how it will benefit your business, particularly when it comes to the compensation plan? That's the thing that I would like to share with you now. If there are no other questions with regards to this promotion, again, let me just summarize. The first promotion is that for our Smart Buy, who are partners who are on Smart Buy, instead of the additional 10% discount, you will now enjoy the 21% discount. So this will give you more value, more savings, and of course, more retail profit. And on top of that, if you are able to launch at least a minimum of LA or LAP, then you will receive an additional free position corresponding to the package that you have launched. Okay? All right. So now let's proceed with this. Let me see if there are still other questions here. Okay, so far there are no more questions. So let me just share with you this. Okay, how will this affect your MGRS? Okay, so let me just this. Okay. So how will it affect the MGRS? Okay. So if you launch an LA or LAP, you can still use that for your MGRS, okay, especially for one share. If you launch one LA, okay, and you get a free LA spot or position, you can make use of the purchased LA, okay, for your MGRS, but not the free LA, okay? Just want to make it clear, okay? So that's the great thing about the MGRS is that you can, of course, not just enjoy the wholesale profit, the retail profit, but as well as the shares, particularly for your a share in the global revenue. Okay. Now, we had a conversation with Italo the other day. Italo is here. So there was a question of how do you get why is there the 500 CV for every MGRS? Okay, so I want to address that so that it would be clear to you as well. So how do you get a 500 CV for every MGRS that your team completes? Okay, so it means that for every 450 PV, okay, for every 450 PV, okay, what happens there is for one share, you should at least do 500 PV, okay, or 500 SC. So for this case, for 150 PV, how do you get the CV for the 450 PV? Can someone let us play that game so that we will encourage participation here, okay? So how much is the CV for the 450 PV? Can anyone share with me on the chat box? how much is the CV for the 450 PV? Okay, come on, team. Anyone? All right. If you are purchasing $450 shopping credits, how much is the CV? What is the percentage of the CV? Right? All right. So there we go. We have Italo. Yes. So for 400, okay, for 400 PV, that is correct, Italo, times 40%, right? So if you want to get the CV, that's 40% of the PV, okay? So if we're talking about 400, that's right, you get 160 CV. But for 450 PV, okay, 450 PV, which is also equivalent to SC, your shopping credits, times 40%, you will have 180 CV for 450 PV, right? Okay. Now, if you launch an LA or LAP or LADE, how much is the CV for the LA, LAP, or LADE? Can anyone tell me how much is the CV for the LA or LAP or LADE? Come on, team. I know you know this. All right. So we have Armajit here. Yes. For the package, it's 300 CV, right? Absolutely correct. Yes, 300 CV. For LADE, you're correct, Italo. It's 1800 CV. Okay. So for LA and LAP, you get 300 CV. And for LADE, that's 1800 CV. But in our case, our promotion is for the LA and LAP. So you have 300 CV. Plus, if you did a 450 PV, that will give you what? Additional 180 CV. So now you have a total of 480 CV. Okay? And if you're qualifying for one share, you should have at least $500 shopping credits. Okay? And that $500 shopping credits will give you what? 200 CV. Plus the 300 CV for the LA or the LAP, that's a total of 500 CV. I don't know if you're following me, right? So if you have $500 shopping credits, personal purchase, that will give you 200 CV. Plus, if you sponsored an LA or LAP, especially with this promotion, then you will have another 300 CV. So 200 plus 300, that's a total of 500 CV. And that will qualify them to the MGRS, right? So it means every person in your team that qualifies for MGRS will give you what? 500 CV. Okay? I hope that's clear. Okay? Again, anyone qualifying with one share, and that one share is $500 shopping credits plus sponsored an LA or LAP, that will give you what? 500 CV. Okay? And if you have 12 people in your team qualifying for MGRS, 12 people in your team qualifying for MGRS, I will put it in our chat box. 12 MGRS, okay? We will multiply that to what? 500 CV. It means that every MGRS that you do, okay? Every MGRS in your team is around 500 CV and you have 12 of them, then that's a total of what? 6,000 CV. Okay? There you go. Okay? So 12 MGRS, and 1 MGRS is equivalent to around 500 CV. Then that's a total of 6,000 CV. Oops. Sorry, I put it in the... You didn't see it, right? So I'll just copy this and put it to everyone, okay? Let's paste it there, okay? All right. So 12 MGRS in your team, and every MGRS is 500 CV. Then that's a total of 6,000 CV, okay? And I know Italo because you brought it up, and this is one way that we can start this duplication thing going, because if people are able to visualize already the next target that they can achieve, then imagine if every month they are doing what, 450 PV, and every month they are launching at least one LA or LAP or LADE. Then guess what? They are increasing, of course, their customer base, and they are also increasing their new partner base, okay, their partner base. And that's basically the foundation of your business, right? Customers and partners, right? So the MGRS is a great way for you to goal set with them each and every single month, especially if they are new. Once they become an LA, LAP, or LADE, the next step, that's the reason why we have it in our Pathway to Royal Lifestyle Director. The next step is for them to become MGRS qualified. And imagine if this can be the culture in your team, 12 MGRS, 12 people in your team who are doing MGRS, that will already give you more than the power cycle bonus, right? More than the power cycle bonus, because it's 6,000 CV, right? How amazing is that, right? And if you're 12, let's say, if you're 12, also have their own 12, this becomes a culture, right? How many MGRS are already there? 12 times 12, that's how much? 144, right? 12 times 12 equals, yes, that's 144 MGRS. And imagine if this 144 MGRS are just qualifying with one share. Okay, just one share. Remember, one share is equivalent to around 500 CV. One share for the MGRS is around 500 CV. Okay? So if you have 144 people in your team times 500 CV, then how much is that? That will total to a total of 72,000 CV. Okay? 72,000 CV. Okay? And what does this make you? If you have a total of 72,000 CV, that's even more than the volume requirement for the LD3, right? Right? So of course, to become an LD3, you need to have at least 2 personally sponsored LD2s, one on your left, one on your right, 2 LD2s, and a total of what? 45,000 CV. And with this, 72,000 CV from the MGRS qualifiers, 144 of them, then you can be able to become LD3. Right? So that's another way to do that. So how do you get started with that? By sharing with them the power of the MGRS. And especially that we have a promotion right now that is geared towards launching new packages, new partners. Then the MGRS should be already automatic, right? So make sure, especially it's already the end of the month, so make sure for those of you who are who have already sponsored, okay, who have already sponsored a package, an LA or LAP, Make sure that you have 450 PV in place. If you are qualifying for one share, make it $500 shopping credits so that you can also enjoy the MGRS. Okay? So this is how you break down, because sometimes we tend to think like, how do I become LD3, right? 45,000 is a huge volume. That's true. It's a huge volume if you will be doing it by yourself. If you don't have a system in place, right? But if you have a system that you can implement, and what system is that? One way is by teaching them the MGRS, right? Every month, and as it duplicates, imagine that, right? And for sure, once this happens, MGRS, they will also be able to accomplish or achieve the volume for the car club bonus, for the cruise qualification, right? All of these things and all of the benefits of the LD3. So this is one thing, one approach that you can do for your business. And that's the genius of our CEO, being a compensation plan expert, introducing this concept. That's the reason why in your roadmap, I remember that that prosperity book. Okay, there's a roadmap. Once you get to LA, the next step is to become an MGRS. Now I understand, right? Because the MGRS is the basic building foundation of the business. MGRS talks about what I buy, what I sell, what I launch, right? And every time you purchase personal volume cost transition, this would translate to what? To more customers. Having more products would mean more potential customers, right? And more potential customers would mean what? More partners, right? Because those who have used the product are more likely to become partners, right? And this is the MGRS. This is the MGRS. What I buy, what I sell, what I launch. And every time you do MGRS, there's 500 CV minimum. And every time someone in your team does that, 500 CV, 500 CV, 500 CV, and as it duplicates, guess what? They become promoted to LD1, they become promoted to LD2, they become promoted to LD3, and then your CV just multiplies. Okay? So one way for your people to be encouraged, especially to join you or to start this business, is by showing them the potential of the compensation plan. Because after all, people are looking for ways to make money. And if they don't see it, they will not do it, right? They will not launch the business if they don't see the potential of how they can make money in the business, right? And people are looking for opportunities right now, right? And we have this promotion, especially after you have after you have shown them the compensation plan, provided that they have already believed in the products. Okay? And once they have seen the compensation plan, then you offer them the build assist. You know what? We have a great deal for you right now. Okay? Why don't you find another one who will join you and you can get this package at 50% off? What a great offering, right? So we're not just talking about your personal contact. We're also talking about the people that your contact knows, right? You know what? We have a special offering today with this kind of business, with all these benefits. All right? If you find another one who will also join you, then you can get the package at 50% off. Wow, what a great offer, right? Yes. Wow, that's wonderful, Italo. Yes, he had the same conversation with the realtor last night. Yes, so that can be another approach, right? You have one partner who is interested to join you, then offer them the build assist, and say if you find another one, then you can get this package at 50% off, both of you. Okay? All right, so I believe that we also have another question here. Let me just see the questions. Smart Buy 21% discount will be rebate in e-wallet or shopping credit SCU. No. What will happen is when you purchase, of course, your regular Smart Buy, your $150 or $450 Smart Buy, this will be credited to your SCU, right? Now, when you are purchasing the product, you get the outright additional 21% discount. Okay, so instead of you enjoying the 37% discount, okay, let me just compute that, right? Because right now you get it at 37% discount, right? So now the 10% discount Smart Buy discount will now become 21% Smart Buy discount. So in essence, let me just check this account, okay? So that, so 30%, okay, and then additional 30%. So let me just compute that, okay? So we're getting it at 4495. 660. So it means that this now becomes a higher purchase value. So it means that now you get it, yes, for over 50%, right? So initially it's 37% for your Smart Buy. Okay, let me do that again. 4495. 3146. So now, no, actually, you're getting it at around 45% discount. Okay, not just at 37%. Around that. Okay, that's around 45% discount. Okay, so again, for those of you who are on Smart Buy, you are enjoying what, 37% discount, right? But right now with the 21, I hope I don't confuse you with the numbers, right? But with the 21% Smart Buy discount, okay, additional Smart Buy discount, you can now purchase as much as 45% discount. Okay? As much as 45% discount. Now, that's the biggest discount probably that we can give to our Smart Buy purchases. Okay? All right? So I hope that's clear. This promo only get 13 bottles only. No doubt we get be rather not a true promo even LA under you. So it means that you still get the same. You still get the same amount of bottles for the LA or LAP. Okay, same shopping credits, same products, same number of bottles if you are just purchasing FOL. But the great thing there is you can have another slot for free. Okay. Again, the purpose of this is for you to expand your network. Okay. Or you can even split the cost. Okay. So it means that this will become more affordable for people who would want to get into the business. Okay. So this is not really adding up to the shopping credits like the LAP voucher, but it's more of getting people in to the business by offering a better value, okay, better cost for your new partners, okay. And then yes, this is entirely different than the 1300, okay, because this is more of like a Christmas spree. It's more of like a gift, okay. All right, so but this time you get the wholesale profit, right? So this is the difference. You get the wholesale profit. And yes, for purchase products within April or purchase product later. So the 37 plus 21% discount, okay, for purchase products within April. Yes, this is only for this. The promotion is only valid for April. So it means that, by the way, if you have an existing shopping credits, okay, meaning you have accumulated shopping credits in the past and you want to use them for the month of April in time during our promotion, then you can get the products with the 21% Smart Buy discount. Okay? So it means that if you have an existing shopping credits, let's say you have already accumulated what, $1,000 shopping credits, okay, in the past, and you want to purchase this month of April with a 21% Smart Buy discount, you can do that. So for the whole month of April, your Smart Buy discount is at 21% instead of the 10%. Okay? Okay, so this is a different promo. For the one who raised the question here, this is a different promo. This is because remember this, every promo has different objectives, right? The previous promo is more of like getting a partner, getting more products, okay? But I believe that this one is more of really expanding your network by offering a lower value for the packages, okay? So we have different objectives for the promo, and this is a good one, particularly the build assist that we are running right now, especially that this is also in line with the 21, right? 241, right? 241. It means you purchase only one package, but you get two slots for the packages, okay? So this is a different objective than the one that we launched for the LAP. It's actually a giveaway, the one that we did in the LAP voucher. All right? So this is more geared towards the builders, right? And I know for some of you during the LAP voucher, you did more of investing on the products, right? Not actually new partners, but really investing on the products because it contains a lot more products. So that has a different objective, but right now the objective is to get new people, especially the builders, to work with you, to get them in and work with you in expanding your business. Okay? I hope that's clear. All right. So I think, all right. So any other questions when it comes to this and how this applies particularly to the different promotions that we have, okay, and how it applies to the compensation plan. So team, again, this is the time for you to take advantage of this promotion and expand your business, right? So we're looking right now to expanding our business by finding new partners, okay? New partners, that's very important. New customers. This is the time to expand and grow your business. And this is the best time for you to contact those people in your team whom you have not closed before, probably because one of the constraints is that they don't have enough capital to get started. Now, offer them this 50% off. There's another approach that you can do. 50% off on the new launches. Okay? And again, contact them, get them in, and of course, share this with your team. This is your opportunity. Of course, you can make use of this free LA for your rank advancement. So what that means is that the new LA can also be used for the structure in your LD1, LD2, LD3 promotion. Okay? Even if it's a free slot, but it can also occupy the LAs or LAPs that you need in order for you to become an LD1, LD2, or LD3. Okay? All right. So again, team, again, let me just say that again. All right. So again, instead of saying, this is a difficult time, again, let's have our mindset right. Okay. Let's focus on this is a great promotion. I can use this. This is a defining moment for me. This is a great time for me to be talking to the new people that we can bring into the business. And again, that approach again, you know what? You can have a new partner. You can have this package at 50% discount if you have another partner you can bring in, right? So again, don't say that this is a difficult time, but start saying this is a defining time. Don't ask why this is happening, but rather ask, how can I grow through this? Okay? So this is the best time to build and expand your business. So I do hope that I have shared with you something that you can make use as you go through your week. And of course, finish strong. It's already the end of the month. All right? End of the month. And of course, for those of you who have already launched an LA, LAP, or LADE, make sure that you qualify for the MGRS. And on top of that, if you have an LAP or LADE, make sure that you are qualified for the variance bonus, the $250 PV, and you are an LD1, right? All right. So that being said, if there are no more questions, thank you so much to each and everyone who joined us in this call. And don't forget our product crossfire that will be happening on a Monday evening in Canada Eastern Time, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And for our Asia partners, that would be Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock in Singapore, Malaysia, and Philippines. And for Thailand, I know it's 7 a.m. for our Thai team. Okay? So don't miss that. And of course, our Launchpad training together with, of course, our powerhouse LD2 Maria Batiste, who will be, of course, doing the Launchpad training starting Tuesday evening. Yes, looking forward to that. And let's, of course, give our support to LD2 Maria Batiste. And for Asia, that would be Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock. All right? And I know for Philippines, we also are commemorating the Holy Week. So right before the Holy Week, it's a great training to attend to. And of course, on Saturday, we have, of course, another powerhouse, LD4 Ifra Hassan, who will be doing our Saturday live training. So make sure that you are there as well. And again, if you have any questions, please do get in touch with your My5s, with your local office. And of course, let's make this April one of our biggest month. Okay, so take advantage of the Build Assist promotion. That being said, thank you so much to each and everyone. Thank you, MC. Thank you, Miss Irene. Oh, good to see Miss Irene here. Thank you, of course, VJ. Looking forward to your hosting. By the way, we have a new host this coming Monday. Okay, Monday Product Crossfire. Let's give our support to, of course, our amazing VJ, who will be doing our hosting for the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much, VJ, for being here. Pataraporn, Sawadikap, thank you so much. To our Thailand team, Shamala, thank you so much. Italo, Cheryl, good to see you here, Cheryl. Mavis, yes, thank you so much, Mavis. Glad to see all of you here. Yes, Maria, Eric. And again, thank you to each and everyone joining us in this call. See you on the next calls. Have an amazing, productive, fantastic week ahead. Thank you, everyone. One team, one dream, one system. Building the billion. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.